Hello guys, Daniela here. It's really good to be back, and today I'm showing you how to contour and highlight. So if you're struggling with this contouring, highlighting thing, and you would like to know how to properly do it, keep watching. Start this. Let's give this face some contouring. And today I will be using Max Factor products. I don't know if you know, but Max Factor is a drugstore, but a slightly high-end drugstore brand. My first time using the brand. And last month I was sent my first influencer box. In it I had a bunch of Max Factor goodies, which I will show you. A foundation, which I believe it must be the new foundation, Finity All Day Flawless 3-in-1. So it's a foundation, but also primer, concealer and foundation all in one, SPF 20. I will be using it. So this guy over here, which is the star of all the products, I believe, is this contouring palette. So it comes also with a flyer explaining how to contour, but this I will show you today. So it has 8 beautiful contouring and highlighting shades. So these darker ones are for contouring and these lighter ones are for highlighting. And I will show you how you can easily do it yourself. And I also got a few other products like this Miracle Glow Duo Illuminator, which we will be using, and a powder that I can't really seem to find it anywhere. But let's start this, shall we? This foundation is in the color Sand, which is really light for me right now because I'm obviously tanned. So this will be slightly light, just bear that in mind. But I want to test with you guys, of course. I want to show you. Anyways, I will be using my sponge. Have you tried contouring at home? How do you do it? Tell me. I like to contour. I think once you master the technique, you can really bring out all your best features. So, however, I don't like to contour like too much, you know, to the point you totally change your face. Just slightly, just to enhance your natural beauty. I think that's, at least for me, that's why I contour. So as you guys can see, it's obviously too light, but the texture is really nice. Good coverage as well. Doesn't feel heavy on the skin. So for a drugstore foundation, I think it's pretty good. So foundation is done. Now let's go to the fun part, which is the contouring. We'll pick up the darker shades first. I will use, maybe I will mix these two, because this is too dark and this is too light. So I think for me it's in between. So the first stroke I'm gonna do is on the hollows of my cheeks. So you come right here where the ear starts, towards your mouth, but then you will stop when the brow finishes, when the brow ends. So up to here. Only this part here you want to contour. Don't go all the way to this area because it can look a bit muddy and dirty if you don't blend it properly. So I like to contour here the jawline to make my face look slightly more oval shape, which is more, I won't say beautiful because all face shapes are beautiful, but it looks less harsh. And also here on the temples, forehead, really close to the hairline, and down like this. So it's like a number 3. See? I will do the same on the other side. Underneath the chin is a good idea if you have that double chin. Okay, now I will pick up this bronzy shade and we'll add over, not over, but above the other stroke we did, and this will give me a little bit of warmth, like a bronzy look. That's it. Now for the nose, I will use the lightest shade on the palette and come down, straight down, like on the bridge of the nose, creating these two parallel lines. This is really important to make it look straight. And also here, I like to contour the tip of the nose to make it look lifted. For a highlight, I will apply just a little bit of concealer, a liquid concealer. This is the Maybelline one. And then I go over, where is my brush? Where is my brush? Ah. And then I go over with the highlighting cream, and I will use this shade over here, and create like a V shape. And on the other side I'll do the same. Okay, now with the highlighting shade, the yellow one, I will highlight the middle of my nose, the bridge of my nose, right in the middle, and my forehead. And just a little bit on the chin area. I also like to apply here. It makes your lips look lifted. And if you don't have a very defined jaw, which is not my case because my jaw is pretty defined, you can apply the lightest shade also here underneath the contouring. So it should be like something like this, something like this. But I'm not gonna do it because otherwise I will be too defined on this area, and I don't want that. So to blend all of this in, I will use the sponge, which I think it works the best.
But I will also just wait.
To help me blend the creams better, I will spray a little bit of the Fix Plus. This will make it easier to blend. So the contouring shade, just dab, dab, dab. Make sure you don't drag it down. We want this darker color to go up, so you can slightly push it upwards if you need. But just see how it blends really nicely. I actually really liked this contouring palette, and for a drugstore brand I think it's great. Here you drag it down slightly. You can start to see it's creating this beautiful definition. Now for the highlighting, I will use the tip of the sponge. Just keep blending everything. Now you can see how my face shape changed for better. It's important not to set it with powder. Before that, I want to use the Miracle Glow Duo, this highlighting part here on the top of my cheekbone. So just here. It's very subtle, right? Nothing too bright. So if you like a more natural highlighting effect, and if you have dry skin or combination skin, this can be good. but if you have oily skin like me, I think this is a bit too creamy. So a little bit here. Oops, it's too much. So I like to go over again with the Fix Plus, just to make everything dewy and moist. They've also sent me a powder foundation in the box, in the influencer box, also by Max Factor, but I think it's too heavy because it's a powder foundation, right? So it can be a bit heavy, and also the color is not the right color for me. It was a little bit too dark, so that's why I'm not using it. I will use my Laura Mercier powder instead to set the concealer in place. And this is a trick I like to do, the baking. So you get the powder, the loose powder, and just underneath the contouring you do this on both sides, and this will make your contouring really sharp. So I like to do this a lot. So on the areas you did the highlighting, you just bake with powder and let it sit for a few minutes on the skin. And you can brush off the excess like so, just very gentle. Here you brush down. Now we have this beautiful contour going on, and I will go over with powder contouring just to make it look even sharper and also make it last all day. So I will get a little bit of these two shades. This is a Missha contouring palette. Now we'll go over with the contouring we did with the Max Factor palette. Also here on the jawline. So where we applied all the darkest colors, now I'm going over with the powder, just to set everything in place and make it look even sharper. And for this, it's important that you use like a smaller brush, not too big, also not too small, something like this. And this is slightly slanted, right? And something like this, that you can easily go over the contouring areas. The same two lines we've done with the powder, with the cream. Now we go over with the powder. I mean, you don't have to do this obviously, but I'm doing it just to make it look, just so you can learn as well. Okay, so now I'm applying a little bit of blush. In the NARS one, the Orgasm blush. So you smile, and then on the apples of the cheeks you apply the blush. And I'm using this highlighter here on the same palette over the cream highlighter, over that Max Factor cream eye highlighter here. And I also like to apply a little bit on the tip of the nose, and you can also do the bridge of the nose in the middle with the same powder highlighter. On the inner corners of the eyes. Alright, now we just need some lipstick. We're planning first. Using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Abu Dhabi, which is one of my favorite lipsticks ever. I use this all the time. It looks so good with every makeup. Touching up my mascara, and this is a very good mascara that I've recently started using by Ardell. Is the new mascara. How is it called? It's called Top and Bottom. Yeah, Top and Bottom by Ardell. And what I like about it is very similar to that Missha mascara that I always use to apply mascara on the lower lash, because it's so tiny and it helps you a lot. So So if you're a girl that struggles to apply mascara on the lower lash, it's really good having a very tiny wand like this. So there you go, guys, this is my finished look. I really hope you liked it. Let me know if you'll try it at home. If you do, take pictures and tag me on Instagram. I will leave all my handles down. You can check my Instagram as well. I'm always very active there. Every day there's new pictures, new posts coming up. Let me know what you think about this, if it was helpful for you. If you like this tutorial, give it a thumbs up. Please support my channel. Subscribe here so you're always updated with my new videos. And I will see you hopefully on the next one. Bye!